Full Cup Astrology. I'm Jen Keane, and today I'm going to give you a breakdown for the Taurus New Moon. Really exciting, fresh energy, and there's a lot going on in the sky. Some people are talking about this energy as being the biggest of the year. So I'm going to give you a general overview of everything that's happening right now around the time of this new moon, including the energy of the new moon. And then I'm going to give individual timestamp readings for each sign, so you can look up your sun, moon, and rising if you know all three. If you just know your sun sign, that's great too. That'll give you a snapshot of one piece of what's going on for you. So I look forward to the breakdown. This Taurus new moon is happening right before what astrologers call a grand cross, and that is an intense energy in the sky that is built up of squares and oppositions, which are the more intense aspects that planets can have between each other. And this creates abrupt change that comes from outside of us. So this is less about our own control, though we always have control, but this is a story about outside circumstances coming in to change our life and create something new, especially because it's at the time of the new moon. So this grand cross is in the fixed signs. So Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio are going to feel this energy the most, especially if you have planets around or your rising and descendant sign degrees at either the very beginning of the signs or the very end of the signs. Everybody's going to feel this energy, but it's going to be more likely to have monumental external events that happen for those fixed signs and the degrees either at the beginning or the end of the zodiac signs. So with the Grand Cross energy, it involves Jupiter, Mars, and Pluto, and the nodes. So the nodes are all about our fated experiences in life. Pluto and Mars are, those combinations together, I love what Adam Ellenbaas, a teacher of mine, described it as popping life's pimple. And so it can get gross, it can get messy, it can get hurtful, but it is all about healing, and especially with Jupiter there. And Jupiter is about blessings. To me, it brings blessings, but to me, it is the planet of healing. And when it is involved with these planets, it is really about purging. It is getting shadow stuff triggered. It is about deep psychological wounds being ripped at, just dug up, and there's anything that has been brewing, especially if you've been feeling some stuff brewing this week. This energy is going to be that big pimple popping. It's a burst, a release, and ultimately a big transformation. So the transformation part, it doesn't always happen right in the moment. It can with energy like this. I think this could be a big rupture where all of a sudden things are just different. So with this Grand Cross energy, I hope that it is more on the flip side. There are always two contrasting bodies of energy with everything in astrology, and though Mars and Pluto can be intense in problematic ways, in psychological wounding, potentially even injuries, it can also be very passionate because we're in a new moon of Taurus. It could be passion and romance and pleasure, and I hope that for many of us, that's what this weekend brings, with this energy culminating on, I believe, Saturday the 20th, so just right after the new moon. With a grand cross like this happening in fixed signs, it does make me think of just validating that forceful external change that is happening could be a bit of an eruption of energy, and sometimes that's a really positive thing. So I hope that that brings all sorts of welcomed change to your life. And now more about the new moon. So with the new moon happening in Taurus, it's at the final degrees of Taurus, so it is new, but it can be new energy that is wrapping up something that has been in the works for a while. A new moon is a time to plant seeds for what we want, and Taurus to me is all about security, earthly pleasure, and enjoying the earth through our five senses. So a new moon in the sign of Taurus to me is all about security, grounding, practicality, pleasure, enjoying luxury through our five senses. So whatever security and luxury and pleasure mean to you, and enjoyment of life in this worldly sense, that's going to be something that might be on a lot of people's minds. So if things have been brewing at a psychological level, that can create discomfort, that can sometimes create a sense of insecurity. It's time for change. Maybe things are less predictable, and a lot of people might feel the need to find those sources of security for themselves. So in the breakdown, I'll go into more detail for each sign of what that security could be, but that's something that is a time right now for really contemplating and discovering what that means for you on a personal level. So as dependable and secure and strong and steady as Taurus energy can be, this new moon is happening in conjunction, so very close proximity to Uranus and Mercury. So the stability could be motivated by something that comes out of nowhere, that catches you by surprise. Very likely a message of communication of some form that shifts things for you and has you looking for something that's secure and stable. So overall, this is a big mixed bag of energy. It could go a lot of different ways for a lot of different people. I hope you're enjoying lots of fun and pleasure, and just make sure that it's staying within the bounds that feel good for you. And if surprises come up, I hope that they bring all of the best and good positive healing change along with Jupiter. And now for the 12 signs. Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This new moon is happening in your sign. So this is your big new beginning of the year. And it looks like you're going through a lot of, for Taurus in general, this is going to be a big energy. This is happening in major quadrants of your chart. And it is going to transform mostly your reputation and status. It can change career stuff, indeed. There could be some passion and intensity coming from the home, and it's ultimately here to heal more of yourself and psychology. You're experiencing karmic stuff when it comes to your relationships with other people and significant partnerships, and that's somehow going to play a role into how this transforms your status, your psychology, and the player in this energy could be coming from your home life in some way. So look out for that. Do be careful of potentially any accidents at home or aggression. I hope that this happens more on the fun side, that you're having fun, intense passion in the home life instead. And either way, I look forward to hearing how this plays out for you. Gemini, this new moon is happening in your 12th house. So you might experience a new beginning when it comes to faraway places, your spirituality. Perhaps it's something hidden and this doesn't come out right away, or perhaps a secret does come out that changes something about the direction that you're going in life. Pluto is here to start transforming your spiritual practices from the 9th house. 9th and 12th both represent that. So to me, it looks like higher learning, education. It could be higher mind. So you might be changing your beliefs, your spiritual beliefs might be coming up for evaluation, and the way that you see the world is not going to be the same after this, whatever experiences come up that are here to show you something different. The 12th house can just be that you're enjoying hidden places. So maybe you're just going to start experiencing, you're committing to more seclusion, more time alone, or there's something going on that is giving you that ability to hide away and be secluded from the rest of the world. So very interesting, Gemini. I think there's going to be a lot of potentially foreign experiences, whether it's foreign people, places, or other things, and your perspective on the world is up for a shift. So I look forward to hearing how that plays out. Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This new moon is happening in a part of your chart that represents friends, allies, community, and wishes coming true. So this looks really positive for Cancerians out there. And Pluto being in your 8th house is going to be asking you for how you want to change intimate connections. It could transform your life via somebody else's money, a partnership of some kind. So that could be really positive as well. Generally, I think connections with friends and allies are going to be coming up this weekend, and how you connect with others and how you create intimacy is going to be a big part of that. So for Cancers out there, this could be very well be that passionate, sexy energy, and I hope that's how it plays out for you in lots of fun ways. And especially with wishes coming true, something could just come out of nowhere, and something you weren't expecting, and really bring a lot of pleasure and security to your life. So Cancer, home and security is very important to you, and I think that could really align with your values and bring something wonderful into your life at this time. So enjoy. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This new moon is happening in your 10th house of career and honor and fame, how you're seen in the world, and this could be a great new beginning for career and reputation. Pluto is asking your partnerships to go under deep transformation at this time. So something connected to partnerships and work could come up right now and set you on a new trajectory for career and how you're seen in the world. Jupiter is also bringing you lots of blessings to that part of your life, and it could be connected to a partnership of some kind where something just comes out of nowhere and creates really quick change for you in the career department. So that's a lot to look forward to, Leo. With you, it could be you're going to have Mars in your own sign. So you're going to have a lot more energy. You could be the one that's creating a lot of fire and passion, or potentially aggression. So watch for that. If you're feeling agitated at this time, Leo, it's Leo energy of all that might get a bit more of that amplified fire feeling from what's going on this weekend. So hopefully it is in a really fun, productive, energetic, playful way. But do be careful of anything that might cause injury or harm. Of course, these things, if they're meant to create a change of some kind in your life, it's not necessary to avoid them, but it is one of the things that can come up. So enjoy this fiery, changeable energy, Leo, and I look forward to hearing about what develops for you in career. And Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This new moon is happening for you in the 9th house. So this is new beginnings around foreign places, foreign people, higher education, higher mind, a new perspective on the world potentially. If you are in academia and you're writing a paper, it could be new developments around publication at this time. And Pluto is transforming your 6th house. So this is all about day-to-day tasks, your work as well. So something to do with work transformation and daily, how you manage your day and what your routines look like. That transformation could be triggered at this time. So something could come up that affects your health or affects your work or how you run your life that is up for change. And it could be connected to your perspective and mindset. It could be also connected to just some higher learning, and you're learning a different way of being in this world, or potentially a foreigner could come into your life, or a foreign place can have a really big impact. So maybe you actually are planting the seeds for moving to a foreign place, and that's going to change your day-to-day activity. That's going to change your health. That could be a possibility for many Virgos out there. I think for most, it's going to be an energetic feeling. So there's going to be more of a sense of changing your spiritual perspective, and that's going to change your day-to-day habits. Maybe you're going to include more meditation. Maybe you're just going to give more time for mindfulness and breath work, or those sort of activities that change your life on a day-to-day level. So enjoy that, Virgo. Virgos love to organize their health and organize their daily routines and create improvement there. So look forward to hearing how that plays out. Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This new moon is happening in your 8th house. So topics around intimacy, other people's resources. This can sometimes be connected to death and rebirth, a sense of phoenix rising from the ashes. This could be the beginning of transformation around your deep psychological wounds and anything that gets in the way of deep connection with others. Pluto is in your 5th house right now, so that is creating transformation around how you derive joy and pleasure from your life. It could be romance, it could be sex, it could be hobbies, it could be creativity, and it's asking for a little bit of upheaval there in how things have been done. So the combination of these two really plays out to, are there connections? The way that you connect with other people, is that bringing you optimal joy, or is there something new that can come into how you intimately connect with others that brings more fun and joy and creativity to your life? So yeah, the 8th house, this new moon is going to trigger psychological healing, and it can trigger a psychological wound in the process, potentially connected to your ability to have fun, and your ability to feel joy, and potentially in a romantic, creative, hobby sense. So because it's the 8th house, I'm assuming that it's going to be more about intimacy and pleasure, but of course that's not for everybody. So in the end, this energy for you, Libra, is trying to help you have more fun. And if there are wounds getting in the way of that, this is going to show you where you can let some of that go and bring more joy and happiness into your life, more of that Taurus pleasure, and how to enjoy life. So enjoy that, Libra. We'll see you next time. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This new moon is happening in your 7th house. So for you, could be very much the beginning of a new partnership that's significant of some kind. It could be a next stage for a significant partnership as well, or just a transformation of some kind. So it's going to be a shift in energy. Maybe your significant partnerships have not been getting as much pleasure as Scorpios want, because they really want to enjoy that sensuality with their partners, and that could be up for some remodeling at this time. With Pluto in your 4th house, it is more likely to be connected to matters from home. This taps into the energy of any trauma from our upbringing. It can be generational trauma that we just automatically carry with us, and that could be getting in the way of your partnerships. So for Scorpio, I think that this energy this weekend with the new moon and the Grand Cross is really going to stir up. I mean, you're one of the signs too that this is happening in your major quadrants. So this is about you, your partnerships, your home, your reputation, and it's all getting hit and up for reevaluation, or potentially just a big swift change, popping life's pimple. There's no better sign that's up for that than Scorpio. Dig deep, get it out, make room for the healing. And so your home, partnerships, and yourself and how you're seen in the world are all getting stirred up for that this weekend. So whatever's been brewing for you, I hope that you feel a lot of euphoric release, and that this is bringing more fun and pleasure and play into your life, Scorpio. Enjoy. Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This new moon is happening for you in your 6th house. So with Taurus in the 6th house, you're probably planting some seeds around how to change your daily activities at work, how to change your day-to-day activities to create more stability, more joy, more pleasure. Pluto's in your 3rd house, so you might be going through some transformation with neighbors or siblings, close relatives. This just could be deep transformation around communication. And perhaps you're in a line of work where communication is very important, and this is something that's going to get brought to the surface so that you can be better at your communication in a day-to-day way. It's such an important piece. I mean, Sages are really, we're already very in line with Taurus as far as being able to have joy and pleasure and fun and experience all of those things. But it's a very quick energy. It can be a fighting energy, and so Sag would be another sign where this Mars influence can ignite that fiery side of Sagittarius. So if you're feeling really riled up and fiery, find a good outlet for that this weekend. Hopefully it's in a very playful way, and maybe you're just experiencing more energy when it comes to how you communicate and what your day-to-day activities look like. So either way, this is going to be a positive influence for how you handle those parts of your life. Health could also come into question. So something could develop at the time of this new moon connected to your health, if that's part of what's going on for you at a personal level, Sagittarius. But I see this more likely being around just day-to-day stuff. If you have employees, that's another thing that could come up at this time. So new beginnings in all of those areas. Enjoy your new routines, Sagittarius, and I'll see you next time. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This new moon is happening in your 5th house. So you're one of the signs that could experience this in a more fun, joyous, playful, and pleasure way, and Capricorns need that. So with Capricorn energy, you're already in line with Taurus's ability to be stable and strong and steady. But the balance with Capricorn is to figure out that play and pleasure and sensual energy. So really connecting to that this weekend Capricorn is going to give you the ability to experience more joy on a daily basis. Pluto is here to transform your second house, and that means that your transformational energy, your deep psychological wounds, those could be coming from topics around self-worth and security, how you nurture yourself. And I believe that the way that we nurture ourselves shows others how to nurture us too. So this is also going to be combined in that story of Capricorn. How do you find pleasure and joy? And is your self-worth or your sense of security and stability in this world holding you back from experiencing more pleasure and joy? That could be. That's not the case for all. Maybe it's actually money. Maybe there's a money situation coming up that is going to be connected to pleasure, maybe connected to creativity, maybe investments and how you manage your money, and also connected to self-worth is up for some big transformation. Ultimately connected to creativity and pleasure, though, Capricorn. So if you are looking to build your self-esteem, your self-worth, your actual monetary value that you hold in the bank, go use creativity and fun to get there. So Capricorn has a tendency to be very serious and follow the steps, and this energy is going to show you another option. So enjoy that, Capricorn. It's really going to get you out of your comfort zone potentially, but it's going to be fun. So enjoy. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This new moon is happening in your 4th house. So this is a new beginning in matters related to home, family. This could be your, this could be more energetic, or it can be your actual practical home. So this covers that property piece, but also that emotional piece of what is deep inside that we don't show other people. What is it that we have taken on from our family and ancestors that might be up for a new beginning at this time? Pluto is here to transform you. So you are the one that is going through some deep transformations around your psychology and who you are as a person. And this new moon is going to bring up family stuff that is ready to shed, ready to change, potentially get really stirred up, but it's going to help you on this path of personal transformation and becoming somebody different than you've known before. And you're still at the very beginning of that transition. So this is, and with a new moon, this is seed planting. So this is just getting a sense for what you want to be different. And if stuff from home is getting stirred up to show you what's up for change, look at it that way. So you can stay a bit detached, and family stuff, when it comes from the home, that can be our most triggering. And with this energy, this is a good one to just know that it is what it is. It's here to just give you a message so you can step back, not take it as personally, and just question, okay, what is it time to shed? How can I make myself and my psychology feel better and more enjoyable at this time? So enjoy. Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This new moon is happening in your 3rd house. So for you, this is probably, it could involve neighbors, siblings. With Pluto being in your 12th house, this could be something that has been hidden that comes to the surface at this time. The new moon is also in a place of communication for you in your chart, so potentially new communication is part of the topics that come up at this time, and hidden information or things that you like to keep hidden might be stirred up and asked for exposure, and you might find that communicating some of that stuff that you typically do keep hidden might feel good and might be a very healing release. You are being called to heal parts of your communication or your neighborhood or close community, close family members and siblings. And at this time, this could be energy that just does it for you. So something could come from a relative or come from a neighbor, and that creates healing without your effort. But be interesting to see what happens for you, Pisces. You're going through some fated changes around these topics, and for you it could be a little bit more unseen at this time, or potentially something that has been unseen for quite some time comes to the surface. So curious to see how this plays out. Enjoy, Pisces. Aries, sun, moon, and rising. This new moon is happening in your second house. So for you, this is a brand new beginning around self-worth, your actual finances, potentially how you take care of your body, what you eat, and how you nurture yourself. Pluto is shifting your life when it comes to community, friends, networks, who's out there that's supporting you, and it could be an audience as well. So potentially you are getting a lot more financial abundance from an audience. That is one possibility that could happen. You might be developing more self-worth because of your friends. You might be gaining new friends, and potentially wishes coming true, which are also building to a sense of self-worth and value of some kind, whether it's energetic or monetary. Those can both be options right now. And you're also getting a lot of blessings, Aries, in this department. So you could be getting actual financial blessings at this new moon, or the beginning, the planting the seeds, and you might find the blessings 6 months from now at the full moon. But this is, you have Taurus in the second house, and that is strong energy for creating financial security for yourself and material security, and that self-worth piece as well. So whatever you already have, it is up for remodel, amplification at this time, and only going to bring you better things. And for you, Aries, the heat and fiery energy is happening in your fifth house, and your fifth house is Leo, so it handles it well. It could mean that your creativity, your dating, your passion is on fire. So enjoy that, Aries. That could bring lots of blessings with self-worth and friends too. So all good topics for you, and I'm excited to hear how this plays out. Enjoy. So in summary, just could be fiery, could be fun, ultimately transformational, and it's a really exciting time for new beginnings, a big shift of energy. Definitely a big weekend ahead. So if you're in Canada and you're enjoying the long weekend, I hope it is a blast, and thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw today, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and I deeply appreciate it. Have a wonderful time, and I'll see you soon.